burning up the radio airwaves tonight. Lots of talk and jokes over Clinton's Bosnia sniper incident. Time for America's Voice when we check in with two of America's top radio hosts. And tonight, Bill Press, Tammy Bruce. Great pair. Good evening to both
Hi there.
of you.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Hi, both Bills.
How you doing?
Hi. Hello, dear.
You guys
it's been a long time.
Talk between each other there. Hey, Bill Press, welcome back here. What they want to talk about today?
You know what? Everybody was, at least my show this morning, everybody was talking about how negative this is getting. The Obama campaign is accusing the Clinton campaign of kneecapping Bill Richardson, and then the Clinton campaign comes out and accuses the Obama campaign of getting down into gutter politics because they're calling Bill Clinton a Joe McCarthy, and then you had an Obama supporter bring up the Monica dress. And, I mean, the callers that I had were just saying, get back to the issues and stop the snipe.
So what's the net result of that as a Democrat, Bill?
The net result is they're not talking about John McCain. They're not talking about winning the White House. They're not talking about the issues people care about, and they're turning a lot of Democrats off.
Tammy, you hearing the same thing?
Yeah, you know, what's interesting is, and Bill, when he was head of the California Democrat Party and I was the head of NOW here in Los Angeles, you know, we remember, of course, the '92 Clinton campaign where there is this genuine feeling of vision and a sensibility about the future. This is very, very different. And, you know, for us, on my show, this is a matter of character, talking about both Hillary and Barack Obama. With Hillary, I don't know, maybe Megan and I, as women, perhaps that when we get tired, we do think we're being shot at. But people realize that that's not the kind of thing you mistake. And so now it becomes one candidate apparently making something up out of whole cloth, and the other candidate, Barack Obama, us not knowing what he knew and when he knew it and adjusting himself based on what he finds out other people know.
You know, Tammy,
Democrats deserve better, and the rest of us do, too.
That's very interesting. Bill Press, take it back 16 years. Tammy talks about a vision back then, a sense of the future. You don't hear that now, do you?
A little different. Well,
I have to say we heard a lot about vision and hope from Barack Obama when he started his campaign. I think they've gotten off. I think the Clinton campaign have successfully derailed him from a little bit of that. But I want to take Tammy's point. You know, I think the Bosnia thing, look, every politician, as Megan was just pointing out, exaggerates at some time about his or her role in something.
That's not an exaggeration. It's made up.
But let me finish my point. But in this case, I think it really hurts Hillary because it talks about foreign policy, it talks about experience, which is she's made her long suit of running for president. You know what? She went there. She was first lady. She visited the troops. She should have stopped right there. That's a good enough story.
Here is the issue, though, and what my listeners are saying in the emails I'm getting is if she is willing to make something up about something that was covered by international press, what are they going to do when she is able to speak of things we may not know of? How can we trust them? For Democrats especially, about being lied to, as they allege by George Bush, being lied to should be a big issue in this campaign.
You know, that videotape is tough, Bill.
No, it is.
I mean, without it, you would just have a war of words, but the war is over because you put the picture on the screen and you see it for yourself.
No, of course. I mean, this was covered by, as Tammy says, international press. That's why it's boneheaded to suggest it was anything other than it was. Tammy wasn't there. I wasn't there. Bill, you weren't there. Andrea Mitchell was there. I heard her say this morning they were told, you know, we got to make an emergency kind of landing or corkscrew down because there's sniper fire coming down from the hills. We got to move the welcoming ceremony indoors. They were told that, again, and that's what Hillary said in her book. I don't know why she said beyond that. The story was good enough as it was.
Let's do it again sometime to both of you. Bill Press, Tammy Bruce.
Already out of time? Okay.
Hey, man, we move quickly, Bill. I don't know where you've been working lately.
3 hours.
Real quickly.
See you guys.